Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to Siyasat English News. I am Eman Umar. A Muslim woman has donated liver to her Hindu husband to save his life at Glen Eagles Global Hospital in Hyderabad. Venkata Subba Reddy was suffering from progressive liver failure when his wife Mumtaz decided to help him. Venkata's conditions were progressively worsening and causing life-threatening complications. Dr. Raghavendra Babu, senior consultant liver transplant surgeon of Global Hospital, have told the media that he was successfully operated in March 2021 and had a smooth recovery. He now leads an active and healthy life, the doctor have added. According to the media reports, Mumtaz is also doing well and doing her daily works. The All India Trade Union Congress Auto Rickshaw Drivers Union today staged a unique protest and demanded the union government to immediately reduce the inflated petrol, diesel and gas prices. The protesting drivers tied the auto rickshaws with the cycle rickshaws and took out a rally from Satyanarayana Reddy Bhavan to Himayat Nagar. Along the way, they also raised slogans against the union and state governments for cheating the common man. They alleged that the Modi-led government was openly robbing the common man by continuously raising the petrol, diesel and gas prices. The All India Trade Union Congress State Secretary M. Narasimha demanded immediate reduction in inflated petrol, diesel and gas prices and said that if the government does not heed to the same, they will intensify their agitation after chalking out a strategy. Nehru Zoological Park is set to reopen for visitors from 11th of July, 8:30 in the morning, the zoo authorities have said. Visitors are requested to follow the COVID-19 protocol as approved by the Chief Wildlife Warden. In the run-up to its reopening, the zoo authorities on Friday said that COVID-19 protocols shall be mandatory for all the visitors to undergo thermal screening at the point of entry. Visitors with symptoms of cold and fever shall not be permitted entry into the zoo. Children below 10 years and adults above 65 years of age are advised to avoid visiting zoo, especially on weekends and public holidays. Telangana Minister for Municipal Administration and Urban Development K.T. Rama Rao on Friday said that the state government will construct 15 new bridges across the Musi River, which will not only ease the traffic but also help in the development of Hyderabad. Yesterday, the minister also released the annual report of Municipal Administration and Urban Development Department. Lauding the Municipal Administration and Urban Development over the implementation of PM Savnidhi program, KTR said that 3,47,006 street vendors have received loans worth 347 crore rupees under the scheme. The government has also decided to replace 5 causeways with high-level bridges to avoid flooding. The Delhi Police Special Cell has arrested 4 men, including an Afghan national, and recovered a record 354 kilograms of heroin worth over 2,500 crore rupees in the international market from them, officials have said on Saturday. The accused have been identified as Rizwan Kashmiri, a resident of Kitrauni here and a native of Anantnag in Jammu and Kashmir, Gurpreet Singh and Gurjot Singh, both residents of Jalandhar in Punjab, and Hazrat Ali, a native of Kandahar in Afghanistan. It recently came to the notice of the police that Kashmiri was involved in drug peddling in Delhi and other states like Punjab, Madhya Pradesh and Haryana. To further curb the spread of COVID-19 ahead of the upcoming festivals, the Uttar Pradesh government has decided to implement tough measures such as imposing Section 144 in Gautam Budh Nagar district from 10th of July till 30th of August. Fearing the possibility of a threat to peace and law and order by anti-social elements during the upcoming festivals such as Shivratri, Raksha Bandhan, Bakri Eid, Janamashtami, Muharram, the state government has imposed Section 144 in the district. More than 50 people will not be allowed entry into any religious place at the same time. All other activities will remain banned except medical and essential services in every containment zone in the district. In Saudi Arabia, Eid al-Adha will be celebrated on 20th of July as the crescent moon was not sighted in the kingdom on Friday. The Zul Hajjah will begin on 11th of July and the day of Arafat will be on 19th of July. According to the statement issued by the top court in Saudi Arabia, Hajj will commence on 18th of July and end on 22nd of July, Saudi Gazetted have reported. This year, the Saudi government have denied the entry of foreigners to perform Hajj due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Only 60,000 people residing in the kingdom have been given the permission to perform the pilgrimage. Siyasat Millat Fund has arranged the burial of 12 Muslim dead bodies. Under the supervision of the news editor of Siyasat Daily, Amir Ali Khan, the dead bodies were received from Osmania General Hospital and Gandhi Hospital. Head of the Forensic Department of Osmania Hospital, Dr. Mohammad Taqiyuddin, oversaw the ablution of the dead bodies. The funeral prayers were led by Maulana Shakil Ahmad Qasimi. Later, the dead bodies were buried in the Tharthare Shah Muslim graveyard in Sikandrabad. Sunnipura Mosque Committee members assisted Sayyid Abdul Mannan and Muhammad Abdul Jalil in the burial rites of the bodies. Thank you viewers, that's it for today.